Hi, this is Kate from Clear Blue Tarot with a reading today for the sign of Aquarius. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to find it, should be appropriate for you to view it as a message. I started off the reading by pulling a rune I have these little Apache teardrop runes that I got 30 years ago in San Francisco. And the one I pulled for you is the Ewaz rune. It looks like an M, and its meaning is horse, actually. But what it relates to is the search for your own inner opposite gender. So whatever you were born, you're supposed to, with this rune, you're encouraged to go within and find the opposite gender within your spirit to understand the proper partner you want to attract. It's going to reflect from this inner masculine or feminine, if you're whatever you want to pick. So that's kind of an extra little message. Now I did a Celtic cross spread, and I started off in the center at the significator position with the dog spirit, which is covered by the porcupine. So the dog spirit is about soulmate card. It's a card of loyalty, and you know, dog's your best friend, so you are embracing that within you right now as that sort of loyal, good friend, soulmate energy that's happening inside of you. And it's covered by the porcupine, which means that you really are needing to embrace the idea of a beginner mind, which means you're starting something new, you're heading in a new direction. You have a lot of cards verifying that as well, so we'll get into that further. So what's challenging you is the hummingbird spirit, and the hummingbird spirit in this deck relates to being in the present moment. In other decks, it does relate to experiencing joy, pure joy. So that's a challenge for you right now somehow, some way. You'll know how to apply that to your situation. But the advice when it comes as a challenge is that you want to remove yourself from the past, remove yourself from the future, stop trying to go forward for more, and realize you already have everything you need right here, right now. And if you are able to be in the now with the beginner mind and this gorgeous, friendly, loving energy of the dog, you will be able to manifest more into your present moment. If you, however, are leaping forward, your present moment won't be able to germinate and grow new opportunities because you are either in the past or the future, and you need to get in the now to be able to create the reality in the now that you want. The foundation is Orville the parrot from the Faeries Oracle. So that's what the situation rests on, and it's about clear communication. He's pointing at his throat chakra. So there's maybe a block or something happening down here, or maybe you've just cleared up a block and you're finally able to express yourself very clearly. You have a lot of cards also that are swords and air cards in the future positions here. So it looks like you are going to be doing a lot of communicating, and possibly you've been writing, because you got the Tao the Poet card in the past, and Tao the Poet is about writing from the heart, writing, expressing yourself through writing. So now maybe you need to go from writing it down to letting it out through your throat chakra, expressing yourself verbally more, processing whatever you've been writing to open your mouth and say things aloud. In the future, the near future, you do have the Queen of Swords. So it looks like you're going to be doing that. You're going to be speaking your truth. You're going to be speaking from the heart, letting things flow as part of this process that you're going through right now. And in doing so, you are going to have the Six of Wands, which is the victory card that's crowning you. And it looks like you know, you're leaping ahead into a victory of this situation, which means you are going to be able to be more grounded in the present moment, balancing or learning more about your inner spirit, opposite gender, and communicating outwardly what you have been writing down. So inside of you, in your inner being right now, you do have the Sun card, which everyone always calls the best card in the deck. And so that's just showing that you are full of abundance. You are all set. Your needs are all being met, and you're going to want to start giving because you feel so full up with abundance. It's going to be, you're going to feel like you have enough left over that you can give to others. And it looks like part of that will be outwardly seen to other people by this Ace of Air card, which is a newfound clarity that you've discovered once you bring yourself into the now, overcome this challenge of the hummingbird, and get really present in the now. You will be able to have this clear expression from that. What your fears are, I would say, more so than hopes, although it depends on how you read this card. It is the Ten of Air, which in other decks is the Ten of Swords, so maybe that's how it can come about as a fear, to think of it as the Ten of Swords, which is like heartbreak, betrayal, pain, emotional pain, mental pain, anguish. But as a hope in this deck, because it's the Ten of Air, I love the positivity of the good tarot, you are, all these swords have turned into feathers and they're flying away and you're free. It's the end of this feeling. So that is your hope, is to be done with whatever's been tormenting you, either feeling like you're thinking too much about the past, or you're thinking too much about the future, thinking it's not good enough right now, you need to go forward, or you want to go back. So this is going to dissipate once you let go of these mental swords. Your final outcome is the Spiral card, which is a total rebirth card. I love this card. It's a galaxy, the spiral of the galaxy, but it's also the spiral of a tiny seashell on the beach. So spiral is something that goes from the minute all the way to the extraordinarily, indescribably gigantic. So from the immensity of the galaxy to the teeniest of shells, this perfect little spiral is how you're ending this Celtic Cross reading, which is basically saying, let yourself let go of the skin that you have shed. Stop picking at it and embrace the vulnerability of the new skin that you've just unearthed from underneath this crusty, painful discard. Stop picking at it. Let yourself feel this new vulnerable skin and be here now so that you can move forward from that. Now, these other 9 cards that happen to get mixed in, that came out in this order, they're saying that you got a lot of reversals, but it makes sense. It says you've dropped some illusions. You've dropped the confusion and illusions of the 7 of Cups, and you've dropped the fighting of the 5 of Wands. So either you had conflict in your life or in your head, and confusion and illusion in your head or in your world, but you've dropped that. And then the next 2 are the 2 of Hearts in reverse and Lease of the Shadows in reverse. So this is saying you've either recently or from a long time past, it could be, your entire life, you felt, because we got the Ewas card as the beginning, it feels to me like you definitely need to resolve some sort of heartbreak, some sort of ending of, a lot of people have issues with their parents, the opposite gender parent. So it could be that, where deep down in the shadows, there's something that you need to clear up related to a very early heartbreak that's led you to this mental confusion and conflict in your head. And once you do that, you're going to get to this 9 of Swords in reversed, which is basically letting go of the nightmare. The nightmare is over. The pain, the sleepless nights, the confusion, the nightmares that have come from this heartbreak, which you have a few times here, that's going to fall away, and you're going to be able to go to the butterfly, which is the total rebirth. Everyone knows the butterfly, the little caterpillar transforms and gets with the wings in the end. So you're heading towards your wings. In doing so, you're going to have a decision to make. You're going to have the decision card of the Two of Air is going to come up, and you're going to need to figure out now what you want to do with this new butterfly that you have become. And you do have the middle world, which is the perfect timing to do this. So as you emerge from your cocoon, figure it all out, stay in the present moment, have the hummingbird joy and present moment manifestation powers come about. You're going to be in the absolutely balanced position of male and female energies, yin and yang. Everything is going to be in the right circumstances to move forward. And your final two cards, you got the Master Maker, which is manifestation card, the Master Builder, creating something new. It's kind of like a little guy on top of a larger person, so it's sort of like the, sorry, maybe I'll let that go by. I don't know how loud it is to you, but it's pretty loud here. Something happened. So you're going to have the manifestation capabilities of this Master Maker working through you. And you did get the pig spirit in reverse, maybe as a little bit of a caution as you move forward. It says, use your wise words, use your words wisely. See, it's upside down, so it even made me not be so wise in saying those words. So using your, I'm sorry, it's even more profound. Use your mind wisely. I'm just reading it upside down. There's another card that says use your words wisely, and it's not the pig. The pig, use your mind wisely. It means just be very careful to operate out of the highest vibrations, the highest wishes that you have, and not let yourself go back to, you're gonna have to guard yourself for a while, because it's gonna be unnatural for you to be so believing in yourself. I mean, even though you've somehow reached this massive abundance of the sun through sheer force of will, once you step into the flow of present moment, it's going to expand for you. And so don't ever start thinking that you can't do something. Don't ever start succumbing to that thought that it's not going to be happening for you, it's not possible, or it is what it is. Don't go down those negative pathways. The pig is here to show you pigs can fly, and for you they will. With these tiny little hummingbird wings, you will be able to fly. You have the butterfly and the hummingbird, and this pig has wings. So embrace your wings, fly high, stay positive, and don't look back, and don't even look forward. Just stay here. What do you want right now? Do that. And that's your message. So I hope that worked for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. All my info's below. Hope to see you again next time.